What would happen if your entire town trapped under an invisible dome? 1 second life is normal, and the next, an invisible barrier seals off the small town of Chester's Mill from the rest of the world. Planes crash into it. Cars explode on impact. People are separated from their loved ones in seconds. And suddenly, an ordinary town turns into a psychological battlefield. A town trapped under a mysterious dome. People trying to survive. Authorities outside desperately searching for answers. But the deeper the series goes, the more it becomes about power, fear, manipulation, and the way human beings change when society collapses. And honestly, that's what makes this show so binge-worthy. Because the dome itself isn't the only danger. The people trapped inside become just as dangerous. One of the strongest parts of the series is its characters. You have Dale Barbie Barbara, played as the mysterious outsider with a complicated past. Barbie instantly becomes one of the most important figures in the town because, unlike everyone else, he thinks logically under pressure. But the interesting thing about Barbie is that he never feels like a perfect hero. He makes mistakes. He hides secrets. And throughout the show, you constantly question whether he can truly be trusted. Then there's Julia Shumway, one of the emotional anchors of the story. Julia is intelligent, determined, and one of the few people genuinely trying to hold onto morality while everything around her spirals into chaos. Her relationship with Barbie becomes one of the core emotional threads of the series, especially as trust becomes harder and harder inside the dome. And then there's Big Jim Rennie. Probably one of the most fascinating and frustrating characters in the entire show. Big Jim starts as a local politician and businessman, but as the situation worsens, his hunger for control becomes terrifying. He's manipulative, charismatic, dangerous. And what makes him such a compelling antagonist is that he genuinely believes he's protecting the town, even when his actions become morally questionable. Every scene with Big Jim feels tense because you never know whether he's about to save someone or destroy them. The series also introduces younger characters like Joe McAllister and Norrie Calvert-Hill, who become deeply connected to the mystery of the dome itself. As strange visions, unexplained events, and eerie symbols begin appearing, the show slowly shifts into science fiction territory without losing its emotional tension. And that's where Under the Dome becomes really addictive. Every episode leaves you with new questions. Where did the dome come from? Why this town? Why these people? Can the domes think? Is it protecting them or experimenting on them? The mystery constantly evolves. Sometimes the show feels like a survival thriller. Sometimes it feels like a political drama. And sometimes it becomes almost psychological horror. The atmosphere is one of the best things about the series. Imagine being trapped in a town where supplies are running out, people are turning against each other, secrets are being exposed, and there's absolutely no way to escape. The dome becomes more than just a physical barrier. It becomes pressure. And slowly you watch the town crack. Neighbors stop trusting neighbors. Friendships collapse. People become desperate. The series does a really good job showing how quickly civilization can fall apart when fear takes over. Another reason this show stands out is because it constantly balances human drama with mystery. Even during the supernatural moments, the emotional conflicts stay grounded. And because the town is isolated, every conflict feels more intense. There's nowhere to run. No outside help. No reset button. You're trapped with these characters, just like they're trapped with each other. Visually, the dome itself is surprisingly effective. Simple, invisible, almost silent, yet terrifying. And some of the scenes involving failed escape attempts or violent collisions with the dome are genuinely shocking. But what really keeps you watching isn't just the science fiction concept. It's the unpredictability. Characters you trust suddenly change. Alliances shift constantly. And just when you think the mystery is finally making sense, the show throws another twist at you. Some storylines become chaotic later on, and certain twists feel over the top. because Under the Dome fully embraces its strange, dramatic mystery thriller energy. And if you enjoy shows that mix suspense, survival, conspiracy, emotional drama, and science fiction mystery, this series becomes incredibly hard to stop watching, especially during the first season. And if you enjoy discovering underrated or addictive thriller series like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So if you're looking for a show filled with tension, paranoia, secrets, survival, and constant mystery, then Under the Dome is absolutely worth adding to your watchlist.